How would you like to know the spy process for how spies recruit people to spy on behalf of the United States, and how this can apply to your life to make you more successful in your job, every area of your life? How do I know this? My name is Jason Hanson. I'm a former CIA officer. I'm the New York Times bestselling author of Spy Secrets Can Save Your Life. So let's get down to business.
Please welcome back former CIA officer Jason Hanson.
Former CIA Jason Hanson.
This handsome fella is Jason Hanson.
This is Jason Hanson, former CIA guy.
And when I say, how do US spies recruit somebody, that means how do we go to Russia and say, hey, Boris, you want to give secrets to the United States, you want to share secrets to the United States and betray Russia, but help the US against our adversaries. So on my very fancy piece of paper here that I actually have pretty decent handwriting for once, the cycle, the recruiting cycle is the SADR cycle, and T in parentheses, I'll explain T. So what does SADR stand for? Spotting, assessing, developing, recruiting, and T stands for termination, but probably not what you think, because this isn't Hollywood, this is real life. So let's stand for spotting, right? Let's say there's some type of tasking. And what does that mean? That means, hey, the intelligence operative of the US says, hey, there's this information we need on missile technology, right? We need you to go find it. Missile technology coming out of Russia, right? We need you to find the person who has it, right? So spotting means, okay, I've got to go find the people who may have information. Let's say it's scientists. So, hey, you go do your information, do all the work, which I'm not going to get into, but just do all the background information. Let's put it that way. Because you're trying to spot who could have access to this. So spotting means, let's say I have a list of 10 scientists in Russia, and these are the guys who may have access to the technology, the weapons technology that the US is trying to get. So I need to narrow down these 10 guys of who's going to have it and who I can try and recruit to help out the US. So first is spotting. Who has or potentially has the information I need? Next is assessing. That means you got to get to know them. You got to talk to them. You got to take them out to dinner. It's a little more in-depth than that, but I don't want to give away anything I shouldn't. So you may go out with somebody and you may take them out and say, actually, this guy has no idea about this information. So check him off my list. It's kind of like dating in a way, right? You're trying to go out, you're going to see, all right, does this person have the qualities in a potential spouse or whatever? And you're getting rid of the losers and you're staying with the potential winners. So assessing is, does this person who I thought, was on my list to have information, actually have the information I want? Does he have access to the information? That way he could share secrets to the United States to help our country be safer. So we did spotting, we just did assessing, developing. Developing is when you make this person fall in love with you and when you make this person want to help the US and share secrets. So after you're spotting and assessing and you find out the guy has access to the information you need, it's not as if you go, hey Boris, guess what? My name is Joe, I work for the CIA, here's a little bit of money, can you pass over those documents to me? Obviously, it's much more nuanced than that. Again, you got to make the person fall in love with you. So you may find out everything about this person, which means you will find out about this person. You will know them better than they know themselves. So you've, of course, done a tremendous amount of surveillance work on this person. You know where they go to the gym, you know what they like to eat, again, you know all their hobbies, you know if they have any mistresses, which, by the way, comes in very handy overseas because they all need money for their mistresses. So you know this person very, very well. So you are going to befriend this person. If you know they like French dinners, you're going to take them out to the finest French dinners and spend thousands of dollars on dinners, courtesy of the US tax dollars, courtesy of our tax dollars. You're going to do that kind of stuff. You are going to become best friends with this person. Now, this person probably thinks, hey, you just some American who works for some American business who needs some consulting help, right? Again, you're not coming out and saying, hey, I work for the CIA. I need your secrets, buddy. So this process can clearly take a significant amount of time because you'll want to do it right. So you're going to take them out of the finest restaurants. You may be walking down the street and going shopping, and this guy's a poor government employee, and you say, you know what, I want a new suit. And I'm going to go buy a $2,000 Brooks Brothers suit or whatever suit costs $2,000. And hey, Boris, my company gives me stipends. And if I don't spend this money, I lose it. And I only need one suit. Can I buy you a suit? Remember the law of reciprocity. What is the law of reciprocity? You give people nice dinners, you give people suits, and they feel indebted to you because you've given them so much stuff. So sometimes this can take weeks, months, years, however long this process takes. But you are developing this person, seeing if they are game, making them fall in love with you, saying, hey, is this the person who is going to betray his country, who is going to share secrets with the United States? Now, times recruiting. It comes to recruiting now. You are sure that Boris is in love with you, that Boris is going to be amiable to sharing secrets. Otherwise, you would never get to the recruiting process. You never pitch him. A good friend of mine says, spies are the world's best salesmen. The only difference is you sell vacuums, we sell treason. So the stakes are obviously high, because if you go to Boris and you say, hey, Boris, how'd you like to spy? My name really isn't John, and I'm really not working for some US company. I work at the CIA, and I want you to sell secrets. If that pitch goes wrong, and he goes back and tells his government, you could be in serious trouble. So spies are the world's best salesmen, because you're not going to pitch him, you're not going to recruit him until you're 100% sure that he's going to say yes. Now, that recruiting process can happen many ways, but one way is, Boris is probably a very smart guy. He's a scientist, you're trying to recruit him. So he's probably, got an inkling that you aren't exactly who you say you are during this whole process where you've been whining and dining him and becoming best friends, right? And so you could be at the day where you're 100% sure Boris is going to say yes, where you're 100% sure everything is going to go right, and you could say, and again, this is just one way of doing it, there's a lot of ways, you could say, hey, Boris, I want to tell you something. I've had a blast with you over these last several months. We've become great friends. I trust you with my life. I hope you feel the same. So there's something I need to tell you, okay? I'm really not working for XYZ Corporation as a businessman. Guess what? I'm a spy, and I'd like you to be a spy too. How cool would that be? You could spy and help me out. I could give you a ton of money. Here's some money right now. I just need you to sign this receipt. Yes, the stupid US government makes you get proof of everything. So yeah, sign this receipt before you betray your country for me. And again, he's picked up on this because you're not an idiot. And you know what his hot buttons are. And hey, this money can go to your mistress. This money can go to your kid's college education. This money can go to that boat you always want, whatever it may be, right? You've already figured it out long beforehand, what pushes buttons. And so Boris will say, yeah, that would be cool. Let's do this. And then it begins. So spotting, assessing, developing, and recruiting. Now you're going to train Boris in tradecraft. He's going to start sharing secrets with the US government, and all is well. So when it comes to business, when it comes to your personal life, when it comes to whatever you're doing, most people are in a hurry these days. Most people don't spend time doing, background on people and actually putting the effort. I'm very blessed to do a ton of consulting, to have a successful business, and people are always trying to pitch me ideas or say, invest in my business, or hey, work with me. And a lot of times I can tell it's a canned email. They've done zero research. We've all gotten that canned email from somebody who wants to work with us, where it's like, dear sir or madam, we would like to blah, blah. It's like, seriously, give me a break here. Of course, we all delete them. So if you spot, assess, develop, and then eventually recruit and actually put in some effort, most people are super, super lazy these days. And those that put in the effort win, make the money, are more successful in every avenue of their life. Ask me how I know, because I put it to use. Of course, I've worked very, very hard, but I've been blessed to have that success. So spotting, assessing, developing, recruiting, T, terminating. So let's wrap up with that one. Termination is not put a bullet in their head, unlike the movies. Termination just means, hey, it's been real, it's been fun, but it hasn't been real fun, we're not going to work together anymore. Termination may be that the person, your agent, who you're running, is no longer giving you quality information, meaning they're getting greedy, they're getting lazy, and of course you always got to validate the information to make sure they're giving you good stuff, the analysts and everybody else. But the information he's given, he may be getting sloppy, or he's just trying to collect that fat cash from the American government that you're sliding him every so often. And so if that's the case, you no longer trust him. Adios, it's been real fun. And of course, Boris isn't going to go tell anybody, because guess what, Boris? If you tell anybody, we're going to go, maybe send an anonymous note or package to your government that you've been helping us, and you'll be in, bad straits. The other reason you may terminate is because they're getting, I just said they're getting sloppy and lazy, but they're getting crazy. They're becoming unstable. You clearly don't want to deal with a nut job. And if you can just tell they're getting nut, it's like, all right, you got to get out of here. And sometimes it means you, as in the recruiter, may have to leave the country out of there because you're afraid he's gonna blow your cover and everything. So again, termination is not like sitting on top of the building with a sniper rifle, adios amigo. It just means ending the relationship, right? It could be you got the high maintenance girlfriend, just not working out anymore. Hey, it's me, it's not you, got to get rid of them. So now you know spotting, assessing, developing, and recruiting. If there's anything I can help you with, let me know. I'm former CIA officer Jason Hanson. Please like, subscribe, turn on that notification ring bell, because I got a lot more spy secrets coming your way that will make you more successful and could save your life.